Don't bother me unless it's important. Got it?
Ah, you're here. It's a great pleasure to meet one of the Republic's finest. You've earned quite a reputation on Tython, personally ending a threat to the Jedi Temple. Inspiring.
How did you acquire such knowledge?
People in the know stay that way by employing people like me. I represent Venara Kale, Senator of Coruscant. She not only speaks for our capital world in the Galactic Senate, but oversees this planet's government. Senator Kale leads the effort to rebuild what was destroyed during the Sith Empire's invasion. Healing those old wounds has been slow and painful.
You're here collecting credits for the reconstruction, is that it?
A person with your skills can provide more substantial aid. This world faces many a crisis. A shattered infrastructure, a booming refugee population, whole sectors descending into anarchy. All of these hinder the rebuilding. Senator Kale believes you're specially qualified to deal with a dangerous and urgent threat. She'd appreciate the favor of a meeting. Immediately.
I don't have time to meet with politicians.
You misunderstand. This matter is urgent. Lives are at stake. Senator Kale is the greatest leader we've had in decades. She'll not only rebuild this world, but the rest of the Republic with it. Speak to Minister Imo at the Senate Tower. Tell him you're expected. Good luck, and welcome to Coruscant.
Bemerati Haivo, Semper Finst Jun, Nisan, Dumur Ganyor Nard.
Thank you for coming on short notice. I'm Senator Venara Kale. Forgive my abruptness, but time is a luxury I don't possess. As you may have heard, Coruscant is overwhelmed with refugees fleeing Imperial tyranny. Many have been here since the war. The refugees took over the old galactic market sector, huddling in shops and warehouses that were abandoned during the sacking of Coruscant. They refused to leave.
They should be thankful. If this were the Empire, they'd be slaves. Or worse.
I fear their current situation is little better. As so often happens when fear and poverty dominate, a criminal element has risen to take advantage of the situation. The Migrant Merchants Guild began as a political advocacy group for refugees. Over the years, it transformed into a ruthless and murderous criminal syndicate.
Why haven't you forced all the refugees out? Once they're gone, the gang goes with them.
Past attempts to forcibly relocate refugees ended poorly. The criminals helped the people resist and came away looking like heroes. The Migrant Merchants Guild has grown increasingly hostile and violent. Their criminal enforcers have acquired military-grade weaponry. Earlier today, their thugs took to the streets. They attacked our security personnel, set fires, began rioting. We're facing an armed insurrection.
A battalion or two of the Republic's finest will solve that problem.
A full-scale military response is out of the question. The collateral damage would be more than we can bear. For generations, the old galactic market was Coruscant's central trade hub. Its importance isn't merely economic. It's a symbol of the Republic's freedom. The comm channels are jammed. We've lost contact with our security forces. I need your help ending this crisis. The criminals must not win.
You've won me over, Senator. Whatever you need, I'll do my best.
I don't doubt it, Master Jedi. Do whatever you must to save innocent lives from that criminal filth. Find my security chief, Captain Winborn. He'll help. Good luck.
Tell me what's happening.
You remember Master Kiwix and Padawan Kira? This is General Varsuthra and Dr. Eli Tarnas. We're discussing why the Republic secretly built a planetary-scale weapon without consulting the Jedi.
My work barely qualifies as a weapon. It's the most humane military technology ever invented. With a single activation, the planet prison supercharges a world's upper atmosphere, turning it into an enormous ion cannon. Any starship entering or leaving the planet will be completely disabled. Perfect enemy containment without casualties.
You can't contain an enemy without casualties.
How many lives are lost during a full-scale invasion? Our new weapon will end war as we know it.
Regardless, you've allowed the planet prison's design files to be stolen by common criminals.
I doubt the thieves even realize what they have. Besides, the data is encrypted.
Our people are pursuing every possible lead.
With all due respect, old friend, don't you think it's time the Jedi got involved? Master Kiwix and I must speak with the Supreme Chancellor. I need you here finding those design files.
Couldn't you handle this yourself?
I have my battle and you have yours.
You stay as well, Kira. Your security expertise may come in handy.
General, we have a lead on the thieves.
This is Agent Galen with the Strategic Information Service. Agent, these young Jedi will assist you.
"32 hours ago, thieves raided a military storehouse. They stole weapons, supplies, and data files for the Planet Prison project. The thieves' leader slipped up, showed his face to a security camera. We identified him from our criminal database. Vistus, Rhodian smuggler, staying with the so-called Migrant Merchants Guild. Nasty bunch of criminals.
Why would alien gangsters rob a military storehouse?
It's time I had a talk with this guild.
No one talks to those cutthroats. The Guild is a violent, well-armed criminal cartel. Invading their headquarters is something only a Jedi could pull off.
Oh dear. I really must go sit down. Excuse me.
Agent, let's use your fancy security network to distract those gangsters. Give my friend and the thief some quality time.
When you find Vistus, contact me. The data files are top priority, but try to recover anything else that was stolen from us. Good luck.
Honorable Jedi, a moment, please. I greet you on behalf of the great and noble Senator Dolly Bark. The Senator sent me as his representative, though he'd prefer to be here himself. He loves to walk among his people.
If your senator wanted to be here, he'd be here.
Oh, he does. He stopped here on his way to the spaceport last year. He even waved at some of his admirers. Today, the Senator sent me to find brave and loyal citizens to help with a security crisis. It involves his work to restore the Republic to glory by re-establishing our technological superiority.
That's all very nice, but what's the crisis?
I was just getting to that. Recently, the Senator arranged to acquire a shipment of computer chips, advanced hardware that could create whole new industries for the Republic. Unfortunately, the shipment was hijacked by the Migrant Merchants Guild. Now, Republic security is afraid to take on the Guild's thugs.
The officers at Republic Security sound pretty pathetic.
Someone around here needs to take a stand against the Migrant Merchants Guild. The Senator wants me to find that someone. Recovering the shipment of chips from the Guild would be a great service to Senator Bark and the Republic.
This is almost going to be too easy for me.
I can see you're a man of action. Perfect for this job. I'm glad I found you. To find out where the Guild has hidden the Senator's shipment, you'll have to speak with Security Captain Denel Zahn. He ran the investigation. Then return the shipment to Senator Bark's office in the Senate Tower. I'm sure he'll want to thank you personally.
I'm desperate, Mal.
I wish I could help, Nick. I really do, but I can't spare the manpower.
Is this what the Republic has been reduced to? Indifference to the suffering of aliens?
Does whining about it make you feel better?
You call protesting the neglect of peaceful Republic citizens whining? For us, there is no justice. We are ruled over by gangsters who call themselves the Migrant Merchants Guild, while Republic security...
Nick, none of you should be living here. We can't guarantee your safety. You know that.
Our homes were buried under rubble during the war. Not our fault the businessmen here are all crooks.
Is everyone living here so sensitive, or is it just you?
I'm sorry if my pain causes you discomfort, but the situation is intolerable. The Republic considers us squatters and wants us out. The Migrant Merchants Guild claims to protect us, but all they do is exploit us. Now the Guild has kidnapped my mate Rhea and put her to work as an entertainer. Rhea, forced to dance for the pleasure of scoundrels.
You lost your mate? Big deal. Get another one.
This is not some droid I speak of. This is my beautiful partner. There's no telling what humiliations and depravities Rhea's been forced to endure. My beloved is worth a great deal to me. Bring her back and I'll reward you handsomely.
I'll handle it.
Thank the ancestors. I cannot express what this means to me. Rhea is being held with the other dancers in the guild headquarters. She's a beautiful Nautilin with lovely green head tresses. I'm sure you'll know her.
In accordance with Security Force Regulation 1195, conversations with non-security personnel are to be kept to a minimum. Let's make this quick. I'm Captain Denel Zahn. Senator Bark's page ordered me to give you information regarding the Senator's stolen goods.
Just do it. You'll feel better when it's done.
We'll see. Under Security Appropriations Policy B-71, I'm allowed to share classified information, if you're working for us. Did the Senator's crony tell you where the shipment came from, or what these computer chips are for?
For me, this is just about earning some spending money.
Alright, I get it. You should still know the truth, though. The chips are from planet Ryloth. They're designed to operate remote control slave collars. Under Republic Law 4412, Rylothian slave collars and the chips used to make them are illegal in Republic space, even for senators.
You expect me to do what about this?
Put on one of those slave collars and let me shock you a few times. You'll care. Our immediate problem is that these slave collar chips are spread around the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. First priority is get the shipment together again. After that, bring the chips back to me and I'll make sure they're destroyed.
Jedi don't do work like this for free.
I can offer you the standard rate. The Senator's probably offering more, but it'll be dirty money. Find the chips and get out of the Guild warehouse. Once you've got everything, I suggest you let us deal with the shipment, not the Senator.
Cut power to the whole blasted planet if you have to. We can't let those crazies take over the network.
Captain Winborn, Senator Kale said you need backup. What's the situation?
We're getting cut to pieces down here. We're not trained to fight an army of killers. These gangsters are smart, organized, clearly trained off-world. They'll kill thousands. Might even destroy the Senate Tower.
Look on the bright side. Politicians are easy to replace.
Tell that to the people flying speeders up there. They'll die first. The gangsters brought slicers to access every network node in the sector. They're trying to take over the automated speeder flight paths. They'll cause thousands of mid-air collisions. It'll rain debris on the Senate Tower like a meteor storm. No telling how many will die.
Have to hand it to the bad guys. They know how to put on a show.
You're here to help us, right? The gangsters have armed patrols guarding the network access points. We need to push them back and manually lock down the terminals. Get enough terminals, and we might just pull this off. My men will back you up. Good luck in there.
I'm here to see a friend of mine, Rhea Delarue.
Thank you for considering Hanera's dance troupe for your entertainment needs. How may I please you this day?
What is someone like you seeing a loser like Nick?
Oh, please don't tell me he sent you. Should have known he'd try something like this. I'm afraid you've wasted your time. I'm not here against my will.
Nick said you were brought here by the Guild.
I'm sorry, I should have told Nick the truth. I was just hoping to spare his feelings. Life with him was miserable. Not only were we barely scraping by, but I was fed up. His jealousy was driving me crazy. He didn't want me talking to anyone or going out. Life here it's better.
Why does none of this surprise me?
Nick and I left the homeworld together. His devotion was flattering, but I grew to realize the difference between love and obsession. Could you please tell Nick I was shipped off Coruscant? If he thinks I'm gone, he might move on.
Stay here. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you. I appreciate your help. I hope you'll come back and see me under less formal circumstances.
Gino Hagwa Bontagu Chubalong Haku. Kilia Umpasa Dobiska Wumpa Hupa.
Agent Galen, I believe I've found our thief.
Get the stolen design files and hurry back. We've had a major security breach.
What's happened now, Agent?
This holo-channel isn't secure. I'll brief you at the Senate Tower. Galen out.
Jiliska Chanaga Ima Che Choran Chike Wajineko, higa da noila, oka kiza spida per popa. Ukle ugo chesko pakurta, gliska, taka yakoska.
You're in no position to bargain.
Hagwa bota. Wajineko, higa da noila, oka kiza spida per popa. O wamawanka mituske o wana tablota wijawa.
What would the Guild do if they found out you work for Black Sun?
Mumbe embwa. Jiliska chanaga imache, choranchike.
Why would I ever let scum like you get away?
Sabioto.
It's an honor, Master Jedi. I apologize in advance if I throw up on you. Officer Anstis. Nice to... ouch. Meet you. Apparently I've got enemies back at HQ. Got the unenviable task of arresting Gambo, Black Sun enforcer with a string of murders to his name. I've gone inside the dealer's den half a dozen times to confront him. And he's beaten me within a centimeter of my life each time.
Why should I care about this?
Gambo's vicious, and he's been terrorizing the sector for months. As long as he's at large, the public's not safe. I'd call for backup, but frankly, Gambo could tear through that whole cantina if he had a mind to. He needs to be talked down or knocked out if I'm gonna arrest him. I'm no match, but you might have a shot.
Facing danger is what I do best. I'll handle it.
No one sees Gambo without going through Zuki, his lookout. If you're lucky, Gambo might give you a few words before he starts swinging. Use them wisely.
I need to talk to Gambo.
Utula musta, wo grani tampio, tu pushiwompa. Jiliska chanaga wanichika kospa ini kokate.
You will cooperate, or you will die.
Ni ompi but malia pedwana niop ni bobo chek chupa goma. Tong mi cha kolkata maji, ta us azalas ulval.
Li kakusha topo, mi chuba!
You've beaten enough people, Gambo. You're coming with me.
Yokoto crispa okabi no bata. Chuba lang haku, chino hagwa bantagu!
Utula musta, wo grani tampio, tu pushiwompa.
Punchimo! Uban chonu li pais tipotoga!
Napiska ku, palia pitiye, potenia go.
Don't know what you said, but I almost died of shock when Gambo turned himself in. Command might grumble about excessive force, but it's not my fault he picked a fight with someone he couldn't beat. I should call a medic before I pass out. Thanks for the help.
Look what the Wampa dragged in. I was beginning to wonder if I'd see you again. Did you get the shipment of slave collar chips?
I'm afraid I don't have anything for you, Captain.
Well, get the chips as soon as you can. We don't want the Guild to sell them out from under us.
My men can't believe you took on all those gangsters and lived. You're a blasted hero, you know that? With the network terminals locked down, the speeder traffic is secure. Now, all that's left is pushing out those gangsters for good.
There was some kind of encrypted message on the network. It's like a recording.
Let me see that. It's an old Migrant Merchants Guild code. I think you can decrypt it. Here we go.
You accepted our friendships under a veil and credits. It's time you paid us back. All we want are the housing projects you promised our people now.
Your people will have to wait their turn like everyone else. I owe you nothing. If you continue pushing me, I'll destroy you all.
Should have known Senator Kale was too good to be true. She's an even bigger crook than I thought.
Doesn't make sense. There's gotta be an explanation.
Your extortion attempt has failed. My people are pushing back your little army as we speak. It's over.
Nobody breaks a deal with us, Senator. We'll have what we want, one way or another.
This is way above my pay grade. I'm not destroying the reputation of Coruscant's most popular politician. Take the recording. I don't want it.
Makes you think I want the blasted thing. Keep the recording or throw it away.
Somebody should take it back to her. Give her a chance to explain. There's gotta be a reason for this. Senator Kale has done great things for Coruscant. She's a good woman. Give her a chance. My men and I will stay down here. You should go back to the Senate Tower.
You're back! Did you find Rhea? What happened?
Rio was killed in a freak garbage compactor accident.
What? No, it can't be. My poor Rhea, my most valued possession. Why do the ancestors punish me so? I suppose we should settle up, despite the fact that you failed to bring my beloved back. This is yours.
Next time, be a man. Go after your women yourself.
We all have our talents. Mine are in the arena of commerce. This is for your trouble. So long.
Eruele flara garo. Isabor jesem zevaxa inatro. Mbome finadre.
That will be all, Minister. Dismissed. Captain Winborn contacted me. You thwarted an attack that would have killed thousands. You have my gratitude. Unfortunately, you also have a holo recording I would like destroyed. Its contents will only cause harm.
How much is your reputation worth to you?
Despite what you must think, I'm not wealthy. Everything I've earned has been invested in Coruscant. My opponent in the elections was a vile man. Lazy, stupid, and corrupt. He wasn't interested in building, only taking. I had to win. But I didn't possess as much wealth as he did. When those gangsters approached me, I accepted their donation, and I'd do it again.
There's nothing I wouldn't do to stop my enemies. Sometimes you have to break the rules.
I regret nothing, but I've worked hard to atone for my compromises. I stole from those criminals to rebuild Coruscant for its people, set things right. I'll bring the Migrant Merchants Guild to justice. You hold the power to ensure my success. Let me finish healing this world. Please, destroy that recording.
You're all clear, Senator.
Thank you. I won't forget what you've done for me. For Coruscant.
It was my pleasure. I hope we'll continue working closely.
I promise you won't only hear from me when there's a crisis. I'll see to it you're properly recognized for your heroism in the old galactic market. Farewell.
Come in. I'm Senator Bark. Hiram has told me he found someone to aid in our cause. I presume that brave citizen is you. Tell me, did you recover my shipment from the Migrant Merchants Guild? Those chips are very valuable.
Captain Denelzon told me about the chips.
I assure you, my intentions serve the good of the Republic, regardless of what the Captain may have told you. Laws regulating slavery are holding the Republic back. These chips, innovative, labor-saving, and simple to use, can help demonstrate why it's time for a change.
People aren't going to embrace slavery just because new tech makes it easier.
All too true. This is only the first step of many. Slavery was once an accepted practice in the Republic. It continues with great effectiveness in many Outer Rim worlds. The Sith Empire makes extensive use of slave labor, which is one of many factors that gives the Empire a military and economic advantage.
I agree with your reasoning.
I'm glad you have the intelligence to grasp this notion. We can only hope that others will eventually come around. I'm sure Hiram has mentioned generous compensation for your services, in addition to the privilege of serving the Republic. If you will hand over my shipment now, we can talk about your reward.
The chips are all yours, Senator.
Thank you. Please take this in exchange for your services. Now, if you will excuse me, I have quite a lot of work to do, but I'm proud to have worked with such a patriot.
I got your files. but the thief transmitted a decrypted copy to Black Sun.
Grant, run a full diagnostic. Find out what was in these files. We found our stolen military hardware. Good. We need it. While you were gone, kidnappers grabbed Dr. Tarnas.
For a security officer, good job keeping things safe.
We were guarding Tarnas night and day. Whoever did this knew our procedures. Kira led a security team in pursuit, but the kidnappers split up during the chase. Hang on. Signal coming in.
Agent Galen, I've got these creeps pinned down, but they won't surrender. Don't know how long I can hold them.
She's in over her head.
Idiot Padawan's gonna get herself killed.
Told her to wait, but she wouldn't listen. Kira's signal came from the spaceport. The kidnappers may try taking the doctor off-world. You need to stop the kidnappers before they escape with Dr. Tarnas. Hurry!